Hi guys, this is Karen. Welcome to another video. Well, I've been using all the makeup products in my stash that you saw in an earlier video. I used them for the entire week and I want to give you my review on them. The only thing that I changed is instead of using my Charlotte Tilbury, the Airbrush Flawless Foundation, which is halfway empty and halfway, well, I think less than halfway full. It's more empty than full. I don't know if you can see that. I'm not sure you can see that, but it's half empty, more than half empty. I really wanted to try this Flormar BB cream with SPF 20. I bought it a long time ago. This one has a shade name. Nope, nowhere. So I guess it's only one shade. This is, well, I'm going to show you and then we can have a chat about every item when I apply it. So this is what is going to happen. I'm going to try all the products in my bin and give you my reviews after using them for at least a week. So I'm going to start with the primer. The primer I took was NYX, the Marshmallow Primer. Now this one says, this one is primer base, and that's the only thing that it says here. It has marshmallow root. Use alone or with foundation. Pre-base primer. That's all it says. It doesn't really say what, it doesn't really promise anything. I like using it more as you know, more as a cream after using a cream, something like that. I didn't find that it did anything. So it's nice, it has a nice scent. Well, the scent is gone. I didn't smell this for a long time. At the beginning it had a marshmallow scent. Now it has no scent at all. So I remembered it had a nice scent, but it doesn't have any scent. So I'm just rubbing it like I'm using a moisturizer. I do feel like it adds a bit of moisture to my face. But that's it. I'm not a fan, and now that it lost its scent, I will not repurchase this one. It was, you know, NYX are drugstore, but not really affordable, like let's say Essence or Elf or Wet n Wild. So NYX are basically drugstore, but at the high end of the drugstore, similar to Milani. I think Milani is even higher than NYX, but they are approximately at the same, you know, the high range of the drugstore. So NYX, I'm not going to repurchase. I have a lot of product here. It feels really, really heavy. I'll keep using it, but I don't recommend buying it. Now, the BB cream. As I said, this is by Flormar. It has only one shade. This is the shade. And it looks nice when you apply it, but it hardly has any coverage. Now I used it with my fingers. It was worse when I use it with my fingers. You know, I'll show it to you. It's going to be disastrous. There is nothing, no coverage whatsoever. No coverage. So if you're looking for something that has no coverage but has only SPF, and this is 20 SPF, you know, I would have expected at least 50 SPF, because 20, it's it's not enough. I've already applied my SPF. If you see that I'm completely white, this is the mineral SPF, and this one with my fingers, nothing. So let's go back to the sponge. Again, nothing, like I didn't apply anything. And since I'm wearing mineral sunscreen, I am white and I do need something to cover. So I will not repurchase. I had this once upon a time and I did like it, but it was many years ago, and maybe I didn't have any spots on my face, things that needs to be covered. I think I bought it maybe, well, I think 2 years before COVID, so 4 years ago. I had this one, not this one specifically, this one is new. I had this same BB cream and I liked it, but maybe my skin changed during these 4 years and I'm looking for something with more coverage. So this is it. Not a fan. Okay, next up, let's apply powder. So I'm using my Dior Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder in 3N. This is how it looks like. Very dark. But when I use it with my brush, I don't really feel the darkness. So maybe if I'll use a dense brush, then, or a different technique, then I would mind that it's so dark. But since I'm patting it, I'm not rubbing it, I'm just patting it all over, then I don't mind that it is that dark. Well, I don't know, I bought it because I heard recommendation from Samantha March and she really loves it and raves about it. I didn't find that it did anything special. I have to be honest with you. I mean, it looks good. It doesn't look like I have powder on my face. Then, you know, it's good, but is it worth the price? I'm not really sure. I'm not sure if I will repurchase or not. When I will be close to pen, then I will decide if I'm going to repurchase or not. I'm not sure. Maybe I will repurchase, maybe in a lighter shade. I don't know. It's very expensive. I'm not really sure that I will repurchase this one. Not really sure. Yeah, it is expensive. It's nice. Don't forget, I had the BB cream gives really low coverage. I can even see the sunscreen in my eyebrow here. Okay, yeah, I have lots of sunscreen on my brows. Okay, next up is ColourPop. Where's the box? The box says matte bronzer, and I have the shade Silver Strand Beach. And okay, let's open it. This is how it looks like. It has a big mirror, and I'm just going to take my brush. It has lots and lots of fallout, so tap off the excess because otherwise you will be patchy. And I do recommend the first time you use it, just tap at the back of your hand, otherwise you will be patchy. This is pigmented. I hardly touched. Pigmented, very pigmented. So I do recommend to first take off the excess. As you can see, look at the pan. I don't know, can you see can you see that powder? Yeah, lots of powder, lots of fallout. And take the first, before you apply it to your skin, just tap it on your hand, otherwise you will be patchy. This is very pigmented. Or maybe I took a darker shade than I should have. Maybe I should have picked a lighter shade, but I did. This is what I picked. And everything is sticking to me. This is annoying. Let's take a tiny bit more on the back of my hand, because I see here sunscreen all over. Ah, can you see the sunscreen attached to my hair? This is really annoying. I love the mineral-based sunscreen and I hate the mineral sunscreen at the same time. So it's a love and hate relationship. This is nice, large package. It doesn't really mean that it has a lot of product inside. It just says that the package is large and you have a big mirror. I don't like the packaging. It's really hard to open it. Look at the opening. I don't know, it's hard to open. It takes me more time than I want to open it. I don't like the packaging. The product itself is nice. Too much fallout. I think I didn't choose the right shade, but I think all of them were a bit warm. I'm not going to repurchase this one. You can see here I have too much, so I'm just taking my sponge and just blurring things out because I feel like it's too much. Another color pop was in this container. This is the pressed powder blush in the shade Let's Dance. This is how the packaging looks like. It's beautiful. I guess this is the reason I bought it, because of the nice packaging. Also, this one is hard to open. Hard to open, really. Look at this tiny little thing here. Can you see that? Really hard to open. It takes too long to open. This is the shade. Don't like it on me, I have to be honest with you. No, I took too much, so let's apply it to the back of my hand. I should have picked another shade. I thought it's going to be nice, but I don't like the shade. I have another, and it's really pigmented. Can you see that? It's very pigmented, and it is matte. So if you don't like matte blushes, don't buy this guy. This is 100% matte, no shimmer whatsoever. Matte. Don't like it. Don't like the shade. It's too pigmented. It's not buildable. I mean, you saw I took out on the back of my hand. Look at the back of my hand. I took out the access on the back of my hand, and still I have a lot of product. And I don't really like matte blushes. That changes, I have to be honest with you, because once upon a time I did like matte blushes, but now I don't really like matte blushes. Okay, now we need to have some shimmer, and we're going to take this one by Uden's Eye Alva 2 highlighter palette. This is how it looks like. You have a blue, iridescent white, pink, and gold. So these are the shades. Let's just swatch them quickly here. This is the blue, the iridescent white. I think I did one on top of the other. The pink and the gold. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to take the pink today. I want something pink, so I'm going to take the pink one, which is this. Yeah, this one here. This is the iridescent one. Fallout. And I don't want it to be too bold, so I'm tapping off the access. Like it. I think it's a good quality palette. I really like the, I'm not going to use the blue. A blue shimmer is not for me. Maybe as an inner corner shadow to give some lighting to the eye look, but I'm not going to use it as a highlighter. Now let's do something with the brows, and I have my e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Taupe. This is cute. It's small, it's compact, and because it's small, it doesn't last for a long time. So I'm just trying to hide the whiteness of the sunscreen, I guess. And, you know, to give some color to my brows, especially at the end. So I'm just not doing anything special. Pulling them up and then taking them down. Something like that. No, nothing really special. Okay, eyeshadow primer. This is by Sigma. This is called Eyeshadow Base Primer in the shade Sorbet. This is completely pink. This is pink. Can you see the pinkness? Yeah. Let's just swatch it here. It's pink here. This is really, really soft. I think I should keep it and use it only in the winter because it's really hot summer and this is really, really soft and I don't really like that softness. You can see, I don't know if you can see, but it's really, really soft and I don't like it. It's too soft, so maybe I'll keep it and use it in the winter. So I'm just taking a brush and brushing it all over the lid. Now eyeshadows. I picked, if you remember, yeah, something had to fall. If you remember, I picked two by Natasha Denona. The Natasha Denona Xanadu palette, which is this palette, and the mini Xanadu palette, which looks like this. Let's open it. This is the mini and this is the Xanadu. There isn't a shade that is repeating itself from here to here or from here to here. There are new shades here, not the same shades. Now I have cream, no, what I almost said, okay. 1, 2, 3. So these are the shades. Now I created yesterday a really nice look, but I used only this palette. I'm going to, you know, repeat the look because I think it turned out beautifully. First, I need to take my brush, and I'm going to go with Zeal. I don't know how to pronounce it. This dark shade here. I'm not using a transition shade. There is a lot of fallout, so take the fallout out. And I'm just putting it in the outer corner, tapping it in the outer corner. This color is more basically brown mixed with a bit of olive green. So it's not 100% brown, but it is matte. And I love wearing matte in my outer corner. So I'm just tapping it at the outer corner of both sides. Tiny bit more here. Okay, now I'm taking this Mantra, this green shade here, and using the same brush. This one doesn't have fallout, and putting it in the middle of the lash next to the olive green, brown, olive green brown, I don't know how to say it. and I'm going over like that. Now I'm taking the shade Flow, which is this shade here, with my finger and going over the middle of the lash and going over the green that I just applied, so you can only see the dark brown. Going over the green. The green gives me a base. This is why I used it. And I'm leaving the inner corner bare. So just in the middle and covering all of that green. Going over the seam between the brown, green, and this beautiful. Now it looks, look how much pigment I have on my finger. It looks light blue, but because I applied it on the green, it gives it a different shade, which I really like. And I think I need a bit more on this side. Yeah, okay. This is gorgeous color. Let's watch it here. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to take my pencil brush, if I will find it. Yeah, it's here. And I'm using the shade called Breath. This is a green teal shade. And I'm just adding it to the inner corner where I didn't apply anything. Now, because I'm going outside and I'm going to be in the sun today, I'm not applying anything on the lower lash line because it will smudge. 100% smudge. But look at this beautiful shade. It's a minty, did I say teal? No, it's not a teal. It's a minty green and it is gorgeous. The beginning when I bought it, I didn't really know what to do with this minty green, but I think it really complements the look. And this is the eye look. Now of course I need to take my blending brush, because I didn't use a transition shade, and kind of blend it a bit so it won't look like I just applied shadows and didn't do anything about it. This is gorgeous in my opinion. Of course it's my opinion. Mascara Sky High by Maybelline. Nice mascara, really nice, but I don't think it's worth the hype. It's nice. I have a lot of nice mascaras, but this one was so hyped. I'm not okay. Ooh, what a huge smudge. Okay, let's wait for it to dry. I'm not really sure it's worth the hype, I have to be honest with you. It's nice, don't get me wrong, but as I said, I think my Golden Rose. Oh, I should have done one with Golden Rose. It's too late now. It's nice. It's coating my lashes black, making them a bit longer, but that's it. That's all it does. Is it already dry? Oh, let's wait for a second. Okay, first of all, I didn't let you know what I think about the Natasha Denona Xanadu palette. I love it. I have to say that at the beginning I didn't really like it, but when I learned how to use it, I really love it. I created lots of looks with this palette. There are so many variations that you can choose from, so many looks that you can create. Very high quality, really like it. Not repurchase, I mean, who's repurchasing eyeshadow palettes? You know, it's not going to happen. Okay, for lipstick I had 3 options by Juvia's Place. All of them by Juvia's Place. Look at how beautiful they are. I had 3 shades: Me, Cabby, and Libra. And I think I used Me last time, so let's use Cabby. This is how it looks like. It looks like I have a tattoo. You really need to let it dry, and then just take it out with a sponge maybe. Yeah, with a sponge, and let's add some of the highlighter. Okay, this is the final look. I love the lipsticks, by the way. They are very creamy. I love the shades. They don't dry my lips. Beautiful shades. I said that already. Love it. I think this look is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I love the products I have in my stash. Most of them anyway. As I said, the blush and bronzer were not favorites at all. I didn't really like the cream stick by Sigma because it's starting to melt, the primer I mean. I didn't like the Flormar at all. The NYX is okay, but nothing more than okay. I like the Uden's Eye palette. I like the Natasha Denona palette. Powder, no powder. I'm still not really sure what I think about it. Maybe I need to use it differently, and maybe then I will like it more. Okay, this is it. This is the final look. Let me know what you think. Do you have these products? Do you like them? What do you think about them? Do you like this format of videos that I'm shopping my stash and then a week later letting you know what I think about each product? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big, oh, this one is better, big thumbs up. I love swatching. Okay, so big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and don't forget to subscribe before you leave, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye.